So here you're going to see my first fish of the day. I was fighting the wind all day long, so you'll see me switch back and forth between tightlining and using an indicator. But for the first fish, I had a waltz worm and an olive nymph on, I believe a small olive nymph on the
first fish of the
on
day.
top. And you can see me. This is one of the actually nicer
he came up and
fish
took
that I
the
caught.
little dropper, little size 20.
This is one of my favorite streams to
Seems
fish.
like a pretty half-decent fish, too.
But what I will say is the fish are not known for their size on this particular stream. But this one was one of the better fish actually of the weekend.
Keeping him up above me. Oh nope. He took the lead fly. It's a sexy waltz he hit. Okay. Took that sexy waltz. It's a go-to fly here. All right, buddy. Let's hope there's many more of those today.
With this next fish, I had a little lull in the action, so I decided to switch over to a New Zealand indicator, yarn indicator. It was a slower pull, deeper, so I put that on, keeping my tightline rig, using the monorig, but then just...
All right, fish on.
As you can see, try to keep the line off the water, and you can see the
that
result here.
indicator just go under, and there he was. Another fish on the waltz. Ooh, nicer fish this time. There we go. Yeah, taking that waltz. I thought we would get some more action on the smaller olive that I have above, because that's what's been hatching, but they seem to still be taking the bottom fly. The trusty old waltz worm. So another beautiful brown trout. Let's see if we can go get some more of him. Up. And we got a guy up above me here. I figured that would start happening soon.
With this next fish, you can see I was in some heavier current, some faster moving, so you always have to be able to adjust based on the speed and the depth of the water. At this point I had taken the indicator off, and I had gone to a pair of flies here, heavier flies, two flies that I think had 3.2 millimeter beads. That's what it took to get it down. I had a combination of a waltz worm and a pheasant tail here. There were olives hatching, there were caddis hatching sporadically throughout the day. So those seem to be the two go-to flies for me. So you can see here, I'm able to pick one up in this faster current. The key is I have to really tuck cast in, throwing that above me, and just managing that line. I'm using that mono rig. So here you can see I do hook up with one. I found a little seam in there and was able to hook up with a nice brown. Also, just a tip, when you're trying to land fish in real heavy current like this, it's super important to try to keep that fish, keep side pressure. So I have my rod tilted toward the upstream, trying to keep that fish above me, and then leading them right into the net. You let them get down in that current, that's where they often get off. So really try to keep those fish up above you the best that you can and get them into the net.
I'm not sure if he ate the waltz or if he ate the pheasant tail on the bottom. Huh. right, friend.
For some reason, I was really struggling with this guy. I normally try to get fish out of the net and back into the water a lot quicker, but this guy was a professional, so he was making me work a little.
I think he's done that before. See if I can get him to play again. Come on now.
So this next fish, certainly not the biggest fish of the
Oh, he
day.
hit it again.
But one that I went back to, it wasn't until the third time that he hit that I actually hooked up with him. So if you feel that hit, don't be afraid. Sometimes give it a pause. Don't throw it right back in there. Throw a couple casts away, but come back to it. And this fish, on the third time, I finally hooked up with him. And even though it wasn't the biggest of fish, it was kind of satisfying to get him that third time. So just keep putting good drifts in there, vary it a little bit, try to slow it down, and sure enough, they may come back.
Okay. There he is. He took it a third time. Nice. Little guy. What'd you eat there, buddy? Okay, he ate the green soft tackle. All right. That was fun. Sometimes when they peck at it like that, you know it's a little one. All right. What did you eat? Oh, you ate the hairs here. All right. We're still on the bottom. Everything's on the bottom.
Here I'm back at a slower, deeper pool. There was another lull in the action, so I tried to target a little bit of a slower body of water. Pick this guy up using the indicator again. The New Zealand indicators are really easy to take on, take off. I put them
gonna net him.
Generally, I'll attach it to my sighter right above the tippet ring, and that way it kind of hinges from my tippet down, and I can vary the length of the tippet based on the depth of the water. But here, with this fish, use the indicator in that slower water. Back here in some faster, heavier water, the indicator is now off. Again, I go back and forth, but purely tightlining here using my sighter and a heavier set of flies. I was able to find a seam in all that chaos there and pick up another brown. Again, not the biggest of fish, but just very satisfying when you can kind of find that one seam in all that chaos.
What'd you eat? You ate the Frenchie.
This next fish is actually one of my favorites of the day. I actually had an indicator on here because I had to fish at a distance and I wasn't getting a good tight line. And I had to tuck it in between those trees. So you can see I just kind of tucked it in under those trees. And right before that little mini waterfall there, he took it. One of the little olives at this point. This is when they were kind of keying on the small olives. So that was cool to see that indicator just go under right before that waterfall and got him in. This next fish here, I think I caught this one almost by accident.
Come on in there, buddy. Took the
I didn't complete my sentence there. Like a lot of the other fish, he took the size 20 olive nymph that they seem to be keying on.
got him right in there. Just kind of threw the fly in there and just let it drop. And just as it got to the bottom, I set, and he was there. Kind of wild. I didn't catch the hook set on, but I'll see if I can get another one to do the same thing here.
Hey, thanks for watching.